Today, I'm going to show you roads that look completely normal at first glance, but are actually engineered to pierce through absolutely everything. Simply put, these aren't just your average roads. Every single one exists for a bizarre and fascinating reason. Let's dive right into the first one. The Water Bridge, Veluwemeer Aqueduct, Netherlands. Driving on the A12 highway in Harderwijk, Netherlands, you might think your eyes are playing tricks on you. Right in front of you isn't a normal overpass. It's a massive body of water with ships literally sailing over your head. This is the Veluwemeer Aqueduct, one of the most bizarre yet highly efficient traffic solutions in the Netherlands. It allows water from Lake Veluwemeer to flow straight over the highway, giving boats a clear path while cars speed underneath. Back in 1938, they built traditional swing bridges, but by the 1960s, heavy traffic made that impossible. The solution? Let the river run over the highway. Completed in 1981, it's a stroke of engineering genius. If the Veluwemeer Aqueduct proves human imagination, our next tunnel proves unbelievable human endurance. Carved by hand, Guoliang Tunnel, China. Perched on the treacherous Taihang Mountains, the Guoliang village was completely cut off from the outside world for generations. The only way out was a deadly, slippery path hugging a sheer cliff. In 1972, the villagers made a history-altering decision. They selected 13 of their strongest men to execute an impossible mission: carve a tunnel straight through the mountain entirely by hand. No heavy machinery, no modern equipment, just hammers, steel bars, and raw human willpower against thousands of tons of solid rock. After 5 grueling years, the 1.2-kilometer Guoliang Tunnel opened in 1977. It's wide enough for 2 cars, provided the driver moves at a crawl and memorizes every blind corner. One wrong move, and you drop straight into the abyss. Today, this deadly marvel has turned a 600-year-old isolated village into a massive tourist magnet. While villagers chiseled through a mountain in Henan, urban planners in Chongqing decided to punch a hole straight through a residential building. The apartment train, Chongqing Monorail, China. Chongqing is famous for its complex mountainous terrain and a staggering population of over 49 million. Traffic solutions here regularly defy basic logic. Facing steep slopes and zero space, building around this residential block was impossible, and demolishing it was too expensive. The government's unbelievable solution? Build the train station inside the apartment building. Completed in 2005, the train rips straight through the 6th to 8th floors. Residents literally take the elevator to the 6th floor to catch their morning commute. Sounds deafening? Not at all. Equipped with advanced soundproofing and vibration reduction, the passing train is no louder than a dishwasher. Ironically, property values skyrocketed because of this unique, one-of-a-kind transit hub. The Runway Street, Gibraltar Airport intersection. Welcome to Winston Churchill Avenue in Gibraltar. Here, drivers lose about 10 minutes every single day just waiting for airplanes to take off or land. On busy days, the road shuts down for up to 2 hours. Built during World War II as a British naval base, this airport is now ranked among the top 5 most dangerous in the world. Facing a severe land shortage, Gibraltar had to build the runway right across the territory's main highway. Thousands of daily commuters stop at a massive traffic light, waiting for an Airbus to land right in front of them. A planned tunnel under the runway was announced in 2007, but the project remains unfinished, meaning cars and jets still share the exact same asphalt today. The Predator's Path, Cahill's Crossing, Australia. Located in northern Australia, Cahill's Crossing looks like a standard river crossing into Arnhem Land. In reality, it is one of the deadliest roads on Earth. This river is the capital of saltwater crocodiles, highly aggressive predators that attack anything that moves. Despite strict warnings, dozens of drivers risk crossing this flooded path every year. Misjudge the water level by an inch and your car gets swept away or stalled in the current. If you fall in, the locals waiting below strike instantly. A 2018 survey counted 120 saltwater crocodiles in just a 6-kilometer stretch of this river. During high tide, over 40 crocs gather right at the crossing, waiting for fish and fools to wash over. It's a terrifying spectacle, yet tourists stubbornly stand right at the water's edge, often resulting in fatal consequences. Cahill's Crossing is a brutal reminder. Some roads belong entirely to nature. From nature showing its teeth, we move to nature showing its breathtaking, overwhelming beauty. The Ice Canyon, Tateyama Snow Corridor, Japan. The Tateyama Kurobe Alpine Route boasts some of the heaviest snowfall on the planet. Snow doesn't just cover the ground, it stacks up to 7 meters and in some areas hits a towering 20 meters, the height of a building. Every year, crews plow a 40-kilometer corridor straight through this massive snowpack. Driving through it feels like entering a naturally sculpted, surreal ice tunnel. Located at over 3,000 meters on the roof of Japan, this route opens only from April to June. While the rest of the world gears up for summer, Tateyama remains a pristine, frozen wonderland. You can take a bus, but walking allows you to touch the towering white walls and realize how small you are inside this infinite white canyon. Tateyama is where humans carve through nature. Now, let's go to Osaka, where humans decided to carve a highway straight through a skyscraper. The Highway Skyscraper, Gate Tower Building, Japan. From a distance, this Osaka office building looks totally normal. Get closer, and you'll see a massive highway blasting straight through the 5th, 6th, and 7th floors. In 1983, the Japanese government planned to route the Hanshin Expressway right through this plot of land. The property owner flat out refused to move. After years of deadlock, they reached a mind-bending compromise. The building stays, but the highway goes through it, officially leasing those 3 floors from the owner. To kill the noise and vibration, the highway acts as a standalone tunnel supported by its own pillars, entirely detached from the building's core structure. Hundreds of thousands of cars blast through daily, and the workers inside don't feel a thing. Pure Japanese engineering. If threading a highway through a concrete tower is insane, wait until you see the road they dropped right into the middle of the ocean. The Ocean Highway, Atlantic Road, Norway. Norway's Atlantic Road is an architectural masterpiece connecting tiny islands with a series of twisting bridges right over the Nordic Sea. On a calm day, it's a postcard, smooth driving over perfectly still water. But when the wind howls, it's a totally different beast. Massive waves crash violently onto the asphalt, creating a terrifying illusion that you are driving straight into a wall of water. This road wasn't built to avoid nature. It was engineered to confront it head-on. Every meter becomes a nerve-wracking test, reminding drivers that they are just temporarily borrowing space from the ocean. It's a symbol of bold imagination and raw defiance against the elements. After confronting the raging Atlantic, let's head to Belgium for an aquatic experience that feels like pure magic. Parting the sea, cycling through water, Belgium. In Limburg, Belgium, there is a bike path that doesn't go over a bridge or into a tunnel. It goes straight through a lake. This 212-meter-long, 3-meter-wide path sits below the water level. Riding through it creates the biblical illusion that you are parting the water. The lake sits at eye level, separated only by a low wall, giving you a seamless, zero-boundary connection with nature. Opened in 2016, it quickly attracted over 1 million visitors and landed on Time's list of the world's 100 greatest places. It proves that great design doesn't need to be massive. It just needs to create an experience that makes people want to slow down. From the peaceful lakes of Belgium, we jump to an absurd clash of sports and heavy machinery in Slovakia. The football train, Čierny Hron Railway, Slovakia. Built in 1900 to transport timber, the Čierny Hron Railway existed long before the local soccer stadium was ever built. As the town grew, they built the pitch right around the tracks. Today, it's the only railway in the world that rips right through an active sports arena. Imagine players dribbling, setting up a crucial shot, and suddenly a massive vintage steam train rolls through, blowing thick white smoke across the bleachers and totally blocking the crowd's view. Operating as a heritage railway since the 1990s, it's a surreal experience where passengers get a free front-row seat to a soccer match and fans get an unexpected dose of heavy machinery mid-game. To wrap things up, let's visit a place with less noise, fewer surprises, but a deeply chilling atmosphere. The Phantom Canopy, the Dark Hedges, Northern Ireland. If you've seen Game of Thrones, you instantly recognize the Dark Hedges. Planted in the 18th century by an aristocratic family purely to flex on their guests, these massive beech trees have twisted together over 200 years. Their branches interlock like giant arms, forming a natural, mesmerizing, yet deeply gloomy tunnel. It's breathtaking, but in a way that makes you hesitate to walk down it. The eerie vibe is amplified by local ghost stories of the Grey Lady, a phantom who glides beneath the canopy on misty nights before vanishing at the final tree. Recognized globally since 1998, it's now one of the most photographed roads on Earth. Picture perfect by day, unsettling by night, pure Northern Ireland magic. And those are the most bizarre, physics-defying roads that pierce through absolutely everything. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you never miss our latest deep dives. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.